Hello friends and welcome back to the Mothership. Today we are smoking up this absolutely beautiful looking rack of pork. This is a rack of pork. This is from Costco and it's basically a pork tenderloin with the bone in it. And I would be completely honest, I've never actually seen one of these before. So we're going to give it the old-fashioned try and see how it comes out on the smoker. It's going to cook like a tenderloin. But since it has the rib in there, it should hold a little bit more moisture. It should take a little longer to cook, which means we're going to get some more smoke on there. So let's get out of the cryovac and see what it looks like. All right, now as you can see, we've got the tenderloin right here. We've got the bone piece up top here. Look from the side, it's a nice big cross section. As far as trimming, there is a little bit of fat on here. I'm not sure how much I want to pull off because the more I take off here, the less it's going to hold together. I think I might just run it as is. It's not too bad. Maybe take a little bit down right here. Let's see. So, now that that's taken care of, let's get some seasoning on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this onto a wire rack. Now for seasoning this time around, I'm actually just going to go with Lawrys instead of just doing my usual kosher salt start. You can hear my dog whining in the background. We're going to just get some on here. Make sure to get the sides. And then on top of that, I'm just going to hit it with some coarse black pepper. Now because this is a tenderloin, we aren't going to be cooking it, all the way like we would a pork butt to the point where everything breaks apart. We kind of want to cook this more like a steak, a pork stick. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the fridge, let everything come together, let some of that salt from the Lawrys permeate the rest of the meat. And then we'll start thinking about actually getting the smoker together. Because my target is probably about 145 internal, nice and low, I'm going to cook this very low. I'm probably going to run on my smoker at about 180 degrees. That should take, who knows, somewhere between 4 or 6 hours, maybe 2 hours, but that's the timeline I'm giving. It's about 6 hours, if max. If it's less than that, it can just go into my toaster oven held at 120, and that should be just fine. But for now, like I said, into the fridge, and we'll come back when it's time to actually smoke it. Now we are running at this point 180 degrees. Like I said, I'm going to run this basically until it's done. I don't intend to bump the temperature up at all. We're just going to keep going at 180. I don't know time it's going to take here. We've been going for about a half an hour. Like I said, somewhere between 2 and 6. I'm probably leaning towards maybe it'll take 3 hours to do this, but I got all the time I need today. And when this is done, if I need more time before we eat, I'm actually just going to wrap it up in tinfoil like I usually do and toss it into a toaster oven. But for now, let it do its thing. Hopefully get some nice bark on here, and we'll keep monitoring it. Now I stand corrected on time predictions. We are about 5 hours in. This is just at an internal temperature of 145 degrees, which is where we want it to be. We were running 180, which is probably why it took so long, but I want it to be very low and slow. Bark is definitely set. This looks great. I'm going to get inside. I still am not going to eat for about another hour, which means it's going to go into tinfoil and sit in my toaster oven about 120, 130, somewhere in that range. I don't want it to cook anymore. This is as far as I want it to cook. I'm going to take it out, let it stop cooking, and then we'll cut into it in about an hour when it's time to eat. Ooh, it looks really, really good. It smells great too. Now, like I said at the beginning, guys, the rack of pork is something I've actually never seen before. It's basically, I guess, probably pretty common elsewhere, but for me, it looks a lot like the cuts you get for lamb, which means you have like the lollipop kind of thing for the lamb, but in this case, it is the tenderloin, which I guess it's the same for the lamb. But the tenderloin means you have these really nice ribs. Sometimes they French them, sometimes they don't. But you have a really, really nice cut of meat in between the bones right here. If I can get through this one. What am I missing here? It's a toughie. There we go. Now, on the other side of our cook, you've got this really, really beautiful looking cut of meat. You can see there's a nice smoke ring. Everything smells amazing. It's a big cut of tenderloin. This looks incredible. I love lamb lollipops. I love when you cook them that way and they have the really nice center that's cooked perfectly well. You've got some nice seasoning on the outside. So I'm really excited for this because, again, I've never seen this before, but this is a perfect way to have a tenderloin. I love a good tenderloin, but having that bone on the outside means you're going to force extra moisture into it. And then it's going to cook a little bit longer because that bone is like a little heat sink in there, which is pulling out some of that the temperature. So it makes it take longer, which means more smoke is going to get onto your meat. And then having the bone there also means you have a little more surface area to put some more seasoning on there. As you can see, this is a really nice exterior right there. I'm stoked. This is going to be great. Plating tonight, guys, we are going to do some sour cream, some pierogies. If I had some applesauce, that would have been perfect here too. But for flavoring, guys, we just did Lawrys, which I've said before is the secret to Texas barbecue. No matter what anyone says, they pretty much all just use Lawrys, which in general is not what I usually like to do, but it was good for this cook. But most importantly, here is our little taste test. It's a beautiful looking little chunk. Smells great. Really nice amount of smoke on there. And then before we even started, I thought it was going to take like 2 hours. We're about 5 hours of smoke, so this has got smoke on there for a very long time. I used a mixture of applewood and hickory, so it's got some harsh smoke, but that's cut with the more mellow smoke of the apple. It's going to be delicious. It's time to give the old-fashioned chomp, though, so let's see how we did. That is fantastic. Now, you know what? I love a good pork tenderloin. I don't do pork chops much on this channel because they're kind of just grill them. This is really, really good. It's super moist. It is cooked perfectly fine. It's 145 degrees, so everything is really, really cooked. But it's super moist, and there's so much smoke on here. Probably because we had it run for 5 hours in the smoker, but this is absolutely fantastic. It's so smoky. It's so delicious. The Lawrys really comes out. This is incredibly good. Now, as I said before, guys, I've never seen this cut before. It is basically a tenderloin on some bones. It's really, really good. Pretty fantastic. We have never seen this in the Northeast. We were down south, and I just found it at Costco and figured I'd give it a try because it looked like a rack of ribs, but in a pork. This is absolutely fantastic. I would 100% do this again. If you guys have done this, please let me know down below what your thoughts are. If I mess something up, do you do things differently? I'd love to know if you have a different thought process on how to cook these. But most importantly, guys, get out there and cook something absolutely fantastic. And I'll catch you on the next UFO barbecue. Bye-bye. Mm.